Hello, happy Friday. Hi, Stampers. Let's see, I think I need to lower that a little bit. Okay, I'm going to leave this right here. For some reason, is it a little dark? Let me bring this up on my iPad. And I just wanted to leave that there for a second in case you wanted to screenshot it. Because this is the directions for the card I'm making today. And a big thank you to Jan Fearing. She is a not like a co-worker, what would you call it? Co-demonstrator, Stampin' Up, friend. Anyway, she's also a demonstrator and she showed this card and it's super fun. How about if I turn it that way and then you could get the whole thing in one shot and then maybe flip it. That might work. I know there's a shadow there. Let me adjust my camera mount here a little bit. I think I had changed it the other day for something else and then I didn't put it back. My bad. So let me just do this real quick. Sorry about that. But it'll give a second for other people to jump on here while I'm getting this done. Hope you're not getting dizzy. All right, that's better, I think. Okay, so there is the picture. So be sure and say hi to me when you jump on. All righty. So hopefully that's been there long enough for you to screenshot it if you want to, so that you get the directions. You'll have to turn it though. Okay. So I'm going to set this aside for a second. I actually had to make myself that pattern so that I would know which side of the paper I wanted to use. Now you can use a solid cardstock if you want. I am using a piece of paper from this paper pack, which is the Pleased as Punch Designer Series paper. And this is a choice of a paper pack that you can get for celebration. So if there's anything at all that you were wanting from celebration, you need to make sure that you place an order soon because it ends on the last day of this month. So don't miss out. I love this paper pack. It's got papers in it that coordinate with the different punches, the umbrella punch, the heart punch, and look at that rain paper. I love that. The little flower punch, which I'll be using today. I love that gingham too. And the tulip punch. These are all things that are in the mini catalog right now. And that stays active till through the end of June, I think. Let's see what it says here. January through June. All right, so this is one side. And that is the other side. Now I could have cut it. It's a 12 by 12. You're going to cut it down first of all to 8.5 by 11. So you kind of want to figure like this has the stripe on one side. So as you see how this card progresses, you'll have to make some decisions when you're planning the card. Hey, Leah, thanks for joining me. Okay, so I wasn't sure how I wanted the stripes, but anyway, I cut mine so that they were going this way, and I love that texture in that paper. Kind of looks, what do you call it? Not vintage, but distressed. Okay, so I'm going to bring the pattern back in that or my guide, whatever you want to call it. So you're going to have your 8.5 by 11. You're going to score it down the middle in both directions. And then on the left side, you're going to cut on that score line, and actually I cut mine before I score it, just to let you know, and we'll do that with this piece of paper. But you're going to cut on the halfway point, so at 5.5, you're going to cut into the middle there. And actually, I take that back. I score it, I just don't fold it. So my score lines are there to see. I just don't take it out and fold it first before I make that cut mark. So let's go ahead and do that. And first of all, let me fold this up and show you kind of what's happening here, because there's also some other decisions that you're going to want to make when you're making this card. So before I do it on the real paper, I'm going to do it here on this pattern. So it's already scored, the cut mark's there. You're going to take your bottom right corner here, and you are going to fold it up. Now you're going to fold it up just to the score. So don't go quite into the score. Take it just to the score, and then you'll give it a crease there with your crease tool, okay? And then, I'm sorry, when I look at it on my phone, I see a shadow, but when I look at it on the iPad, I don't see that shadow. So you're going to do that. Then on the top here, you're going to measure over 3 inches and put a little tick mark with a pencil there. And so you're going to measure over those 3 inches, and I usually turn mine upside down here, put my little mark, and then you're going to bring that corner up and give it a fold. Okay, so we've done that. Now the next thing you're going to do, and on the directions here, I've put fold over 1, fold up 2, fold behind 3. So you've got this like this and this like this. So you're going to fold this over. So that's like your first step. Now this says fold up 2. So you can fold it up with the corner inside. However, my other 2 ones I've made, and the one that Jan made showing how to do this, you flip this corner back out and you have this like this. So that's a choice. So when you're making your card, you can decide, do you want it folded in so it's smooth and you've got your 2 pockets here? Or do you want to fold this out here? You can put a cute little trim under it. You know, it's your choice on that part. So then, and then on the directions it says fold up and behind 3. As your third fold here. So you can do that. Now here's another choice. You can choose to glue this down. You can choose to glue this edge and this edge here, creating yet another pocket. And maybe you'd want to put a candy bar or some flower seeds, or who knows, whatever. You could stuff whatever you wanted to in there. Or you can simply, when you're doing all this, I give instructions of where to glue. So you're going to put, well, when I did, I put my adhesive right there, And I leave it as the back part and open, so you have your open card here. Does that make sense? So then you've got, because you're going to put adhesive here, you're going to put adhesive here, so you've got your 2 pockets here, whether you leave the flap out or put it in, and then you've got your card that opens. I think it is the coolest, funnest card because there's just all these different choices in how you want to go about finishing it. Now, could you leave this flap the other way? Let's try it and see what it looks like. So instead of having your flap go that way, you could put it like that. This flap, let's just leave it like that. So yes, you could. And then you could adhere that down and you've got a totally different look again. So see what I mean? How fun is that? You can have it that way. You can have them both coming this way, or both of them going in. Now you could do that also, however, it takes away that pocket, but, well, it would only take away one pocket. You would still have this pocket once this is adhered down. You'd have that pocket, but then again, you'd have another look, because don't forget, you're going to probably be using a double-sided paper. Like I said, you could use one solid piece of cardstock if you want. Hi, Amanda. But I think it's really fun using this double-sided paper and to create this card. Okay, so now that I've explained all that, I'm going to leave my paper here because I need to decide. I think I've decided I want the flower side up here because that'll go in. This will go up. So let's say this is the flowered side. When I bring the flowers, this will be flowers, this will be flowers, and these will be stripes. So is that how I want it? Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. Okay, let me bring in my paper trimmer. And I love this for this kind of a project because you can make that cut over there on the side and not even have to use your scissors or anything. So first we're going to score. So I'm on the short side up there, so I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. So there we go, and then we're going to turn it the other way and score it at 5 1/2. And then I am going to turn my trimmer this way. And hopefully I'm keeping this in line here so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to put this back like this. Is that what I'm doing? No. I'm going to keep it like that. And I kind of like to put it down on this side. And I'm going to line up that score with the center of the cutting groove there. And I think it looks like I'm in the middle, hopefully there. I'm not over the top of it, so I can't see it very well. And then I'm going to bring my cutting blade has little lines on it right here in the middle this way, and it has a line on it right there. So I'm going to cut until I get that line lined right up with that score line there. And see, that gave me my cut. So I just have to make sure I keep that cut on the left side over here. Alrighty, let me get a bone folder. Okay. So now I'm going to bring this corner up to that score line, and there you will see the pretty stripes. And I just want to go to the front edge of that score line. I don't want to go into the middle of it. And I'm kind of pulling up on it to make sure that when I fold it, it's going to get the crease where I want it down there at the bottom. And I like to push down in the middle and go side to side there to get that crease. And then I'm going to flip it over here, bring my ruler in, and I'm going to measure 3 inches now over from the edge. I've got ink pads in the way over here. So I'm going to measure in that 3 inches and put just a little tick mark right there. And now I'm going to fold this up, doing my best to get it straight, if that makes sense. Get it parallel with that score line. Best as I can anyway. And with this being white paper there, now I can see it. There we go. I think that will be okay. All right, now let's turn this around. And so I can go back to my pattern here, and I've got that. So my first fold after those 2 little ones is going to be to fold this over. And I can go ahead now actually and enforce those score lines, trying to make sure that everything is staying even, because you're going to have 4 thicknesses of paper here, and you kind of want to make sure that they're going to stay, your edges are going to stay even, if that makes sense, as best as you can do. Okay, so I know this is a little bit confusing, but after you make one, you'll get the hang of it, I promise. Okay, so there we go. That is that. So cute already. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and put my adhesive on. And I am just going to put it right here. I don't really need to put it at the bottom because this is going to come up, and so it won't let anything slip underneath. So I just need to close that side in there, but I also want to glue this. Actually, before I do it, let's look and see. When I remember, I said you have the choice of what that would look like if you left that pocket or this flap out. So see, I could choose to do it that way and get that look, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in. So I'm going to go ahead and want to adhere that down, because otherwise, if you don't, when you put a tag or a gift card or whatever else you want to put inside there, it will catch on that flap. And it still might a little bit just because you've got that edge of paper right there, but it won't do it as bad as if you didn't put any adhesive on there. Okay, so I've got this upside down. Okay, so now I still need to put my adhesive there. And I think my adhesive might run out here probably, so you'll get to see me put a new one in my gun if it does. Okay, so there we go. There's our pocket. And then this one's going to come up. And I just want to, you can always go back and do a little bit of trimming if things aren't lining up you know, as perfect as you want them to. So there's that. And then, okay, so now I'm going to want to put some adhesive there to keep that down. And I think I'll go up with it a little bit just in case I decide that I want to stick a trim under there. I kind of have left that in the open since I haven't made one with this paper yet. I wasn't sure. Oh, I know I left it on the wrong edge. Oh, well, that's okay. We won't be putting any trim under it. All right, and then this one is going to come around to the back, so I need some adhesive right along that edge there. Hopefully I did that right. I probably wanted it on this side. I did. I see I put it on the wrong side because then my card won't open. Wonder if I can get that off. Yep, I can roll it off. We are in business. I'm glad I noticed that because I would have not been a happy camper. So learn from my mistake. Okay, there we go. Okay, I want the adhesive on the same side as with the diagonal. Or I could also just put it there. But I'm going to go ahead and put it there. What you grumbling about, Todd? Okay, so there we are. Ooh, I love that with the stripes and the flowers. That is so cute. All right, now let me bring this up and over and score it better. Little bit of glue on there. Okay, so there we go. There's that pocket. I still need to put a little adhesive there. I didn't do that. And there's that pocket, and then it's going to open up, and here's our card. And I've got a piece of Whisper White to put inside there. So since I forgot to do that, let me just bring in a little liquid glue here. And I will put that in there and close that end. Hold that there for a second. I love that. Now see, I could have cut my paper the other way and made those stripes. Hi, Kathy. Kathy is from Australia. I love it. Thanks for joining me today. So if you didn't get here right at the beginning, Kathy, I laid the pattern here like that. So I will save the video to my page, and you can always go back and like screenshot that pattern. Okay, so there we are. Our card base is put together. I think it's so cute. Okay, now what did I do with my little extra parts and pieces? Here they are. I'm going to put this piece of Whisper White inside here, and that will also give that a little more thickness back there, so that that one page, because this is heavier up here, and you don't want that feeling really flimsy back there, if that makes sense. Whoopsie. Yeah, remember I said my adhesive was running out? Well, there you go, it did. So I need to put a new one in there real quick. That's what I'm gonna do. So So if you have a glue gun and you don't know how to put your refill in, here's a little tutorial. I get the double packs and I usually buy the permanent refill. There's some different kinds of refills you can get. I haven't bought the other brands yet. I was a little bit afraid to because I'm one of these people that reads reviews, and I guess I should form my own opinion first, but okay, so you need to put it on so that your starting is coming from off the top there, and you're going to pop it down like that, and then it goes over this roller. Am I doing it right, you guys? No, I'm not. I always have to look at, see, the little directions are on here. So I told you completely wrong. So it's going to come up from the bottom. There we go. It's going to come up from the bottom and it's going to go over the top of your roller that way. Then you have to hold the handle in, which allows it to release so that you can pull the end up here. And then you bring the end up, and I think I need a little more. There we go. And then there's slots that you run it in over here like that and get it stuck. And then you twist it. You hold the handle in and twist it till the adhesive is in the right position down here. And I like to, there we go. I like to get it so it's caught all the way around. And oops, I need to put the little thing on. It goes there. There we go. All done. And then once you use it a couple of times, it gets pretty much lined up right where it's supposed to be. So now we're back in business with adhesive. And I can put this on here. There we go. And if you wanted to put something on this side as well, go for it. You can decorate this to your heart's content, okay? So there we go with that. Now I wasn't sure what I wanted to do yet with these slots because I had to see what this was all going to look like after I got it together. But I did know I wanted this piece right here. So I used my layering circles dies. You get the scalloped edges and the straight edges in that die set, and I knew I wanted to use Highland Heather because that's one of the colors in here and I love that color. So my focal point here is going to be like that. And let's play with this first. I've got the Thoughtful Blooms set, which matches this paper, and the little punch that you can get this for free. I think this is $100 sale. So if you were to place a $100 order, you could choose this as your free gift. And with a $50 purchase, you can get the Thoughtful Bloom stamp set. I think that's right. I don't want to tell you wrong. So let's just double check here. I know the bee paper is gone, sadly. I love that paper. These are no longer available, and neither is the golden honey paper. It's so cute. Yeah, $50 you can get the stamp set, and with a $100 order you can get the punch. but that all ends the end of this month. So let me, I want to play with this. So let me get a couple of blocks here. Is this big enough? I think so. So this is a photopolymer stamp set, and I want to use the leaves first. Is that big enough? Yeah, that'll work. And I did pull out my stamp pad colors that go with the colors in that paper. So this one's Granny Apple Green. So I'm going to do the leaves and vines with that. And I think I just kind of want to cover the whole thing here. Now, I have a cushion under this, but if you don't have a full like stamp mat like this, we have a Stampin' Pierce mat in the catalog that you can use. You don't need it with the red rubber stamps, but when you're stamping with photopolymer, there's no cushion of foam like there is with, I need to leave room for the flowers here. That's why I'm kind of trying to figure this out. Anyway, there's no foam cushion on the photopolymer stamps, so you need to have some sort of a cushion under there to get a better impression. And let's see. Okay, we'll see how things will fit in here. Thank you all for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. It's so much more fun to stamp on here when you know there's people out there watching and cheering you on. And hopefully stamping along with you. I hope you guys are creating today. And I hope you are all well. Okay. All right, let's look at this. I want, okay, I think I'll use that solid one and then do some fun stuff over the top of the solid. Maybe. I need a smaller block. There we go. Okay, so let me just bring in these other colors. Lots of colors. So I want to, I'll just do Highland Heather because I keep touching it. It's really one of my favorite colors. But I think what I'm going to do is stamp once, stamp off, and then put it right there. And it gives me that nice lighter shade because then I can come back over the top and do some detail in there. And then we'll do Coastal Cabana. And there's smaller flowers too, so I don't know that I want to do all big flowers. I don't know. We'll see. Stamp off once, and where am I going to put this one? I will just go ahead and put it right here, I guess. Pretty. And then we've got Blushing Bride. And I will go ahead and open this one too, which is Crushed Curry. I think I'll do Crushed Curry next. I'm going to put that one right here. Cute. And then Blushing Bride. And we will just pop that one right here. So it's going to be off the edge a little bit. And then I think I need one more right there. So I'll do another Blushing Bride over there. Love it. Okay. Now, what do I want to do? I want to make sure my card's not getting into ink over there. Okay. Oh, we've got some little tiny flowers there and little tiny ones there. Those are so cute. Okay, so let's do this one and go over the big flowers with the full strength color, and then we'll come in with those little tiny ones and fill in. That'll be fun. Okay. So let's do, I'll have to try to get over the top here. Let me stand up and see if that helps, because I want to line these up best as I can so you can still see what I'm doing. I don't know. Close enough. Okay, so then let's do the Blushing Bride. It's really hard because I can't really see through the block here. I'm just going to have to take a guess. And it will be okay. Cute. And what did I say this was? Crushed Curry. Maybe a bigger block would have been better. I could have seen the edges easier. But it's okay. And then Coastal Cabana. Is that right? Yes. I realized, I think it was my last video, when I was using a brown, I was totally calling it a color that we don't even have. And I thought, oh brother, people must really think I'm a goober. Okay. That is so pretty. I love it. Okay, now I want to do some of those little tiny flowers. They're so cute. There's this little one and that even smaller one there. So I'm going to do some Crushed Curry in this cute little flower. And we'll fill in some off the edges and stuff. Do I need another one this color? I think I'm going to put one right here. Okay. And now Blushing Bride. cute. I don't want to get too crazy here. There we go. Oh, I love it. And then I will bring in that even tinier one. So cute. One of the dogs is snoring down there. I don't know which one is doing that. I don't know if you can hear him. Maybe that's good enough. Maybe I'll put one more little pink one right here. There we go. All right. Well, that was fun. Okay. I love building things with all these different flowers. There's even little dots you can go in and do, and you can put in more leaves. There's all kinds of stuff in here you can do to, you could make a wreath. You can do all kinds of stuff with this set. Okay. Next. All right, let me close these up so I don't go dropping things into them. Probably should have used liquid glue, but we're already into using this right now on this one, so there you go. Okay. Now what I should have brought out was like a for you or something like that. Oh, there's a for you. Do I want to put that on there for you? Or maybe I just want to leave it at that. You know what? I'm just going to leave it at that because what I'm going to do is bring in some bling and put some bling on that. Okay? Because I'm going to have two tags that have things on them in there. So I'm going to pop this up. And let's see. There we go. So then I will come back and put bling on that. But for now, I need to decide what color tags. So I'm thinking I might go with another Highland Heather one back there just to kind of set that off with that Highland Heather. Let's see, how wide is this? So this is 3 inches. Can I fit that in there if I don't put it in the slot? What would it look like? I don't know. Oh, might help if I unlock it. So I think you just have to make sure. I'm just going to try it here and see what it looks like because I don't usually do this. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, I see. So then you just have to trim it down. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do this. I mean, keep it, but I will trim it down and see what it looks like. If I like it or not. Well, I didn't get it even, so I don't like that. Okay, no likey. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and cut this to 2 inches and make my tag there. I'm going to do it on my trimmer over here. And then it slides in there like it's supposed to. It might be just a little bit wide there. And there I've got my tag. And then I just need to decide how long I want it. Since my paper's 5.5 inches, I don't want it to go quite all the way to the bottom. So I'm probably going to just make it 5. Let's see. Okay, that's good. Now I want a piece of white to put on there. Bear with. So I'm cutting it to 1 3/4 by 4 3/4. No, that's not right because I need to cut it shorter because it's not going to go all the way to the top. So I need to take about 3/4 of an inch off of that. So I should make it 4 then. 1 3/4 by 4, I think. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and then what did I want that one to say? I've got happy spring. Oh, let me show you what I'm looking at over here. I brought in these sets because they had some things on them that I liked what they said. Like I like the Hello Beautiful here, and I liked the Happy Spring, and in here the Your Friendship is a Blessing. So I think on that one then is going to be Happy Spring because I want to put the Hello Beautiful on the first tag, and I don't know what color I'm going to make that one yet. So we'll do Happy Spring on this one. I love Fable Friends too. The only thing I've used on it so far is that little sailor squirrel when I created this card. And there he is right there. But I love it. I'm definitely going to be using this set. I'm doing something with that bunny. Okay. Happy spring. And let's see. Let me bring my flowers back. I want to put a little piece of that paper on there. I'm just trying to decide how I want it. Okay, so I cut a piece of 1 3/4 so I can put that right on there. And I'm going to use my liquid glue just so I can make sure I get it positioned on there how I want it. And then I'll look and see. There's just maybe ever so slight edge there. I can trim off. And then I think I will do some more flowers. So maybe like 3. And let me get another small block here and bring that other one in, and I can do the same color at the same time. Actually, I wanted to do this other little solid one. So that one, let's try that and see how that comes out. And then Coastal Cabana. Uh-oh. I'm going to pull this closer to me so I can see it. I see the color still on there. Okay, fixed it. And then this one, stuck my finger in it. Okay, cute. And Blushing Bride, since the background of the tag will be pink. I mean, Highland Heather. I don't need to do one of the flowers that color. Sorry. Keeping it in here where you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and then I already inked this one up, so let me there we go. Cute. Now I would be tempted to put rhinestones or pearls in the middle of those flowers. I wonder if they would catch up in here. Too bad if I did that. Let's give it a try. Don't know if I'm using these flowers again on the other tags, so I'm just going to go ahead and put them back away so I don't lose them. And that's cheerful, don't you think? I think it is. Okay. Do I want pearls or do I want stones? I brought all these options out here because I was not really thinking about doing pearls, but with the colors of this, they might look cute. But I'm kind of thinking the bling. What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm thinking the bling. I'm going for it. These are the Noble Peacock rhinestones. And I don't have one that color, but do I have one that size in these clear ones? I can make one that color maybe. No, they're not the same size. Well, I didn't make that one the same size. I put a different size. So, shall we give it a shot? Let me find my crushed curry. I think I have that color in a blend. Not positive. Those are Mango Melody. Daffodil Delight. Let's try Dark Mango Melody. What color does that look like next to this? Ooh, I think that'll work. I'm just going to color one here. Oops, can you see what I'm doing? So I'm taking my blend, which is an alcohol marker, because you can color on your rhinestones or your pearls and make them whichever color. So I think that's going to work. Okay. Where there's a will, there's a way. Whoop, whoop. All right. Cute. Put my things all back here. Okay, so that tag is done except for ribbon. Now I brought two ribbons out here. I brought the crinkled seam binding, and then I brought this one with the sparkly edge because I wasn't sure which one I was going to use. To me, for some reason, something about this looks, I just think springy. This one seems a little more, of course, on the fancy side, but we'll take a little look-see there, hey, and see what it looks like. I don't know, I'm just liking the crinkly one. I'm liking the crinkly one. This is beautiful, but I'm thinking for this card, it's going to be the crinkly one. So I try to keep my plastic that comes on the ribbon, and then this is just a piece of Post-it note tape. You could use washi tape, whatever, and that way it keeps your ribbon, you know, somewhat organized. This one here, I think I pulled the plastic off in one piece, and then I didn't break it or cut it. And then, see, I can just pull some out. Okay. So I want it doubled since this is kind of a lighter weight ribbon. So I need to make it a little bit longer here. And this stuff is really easy to color with your ink pad or your blends. The blends it works really great with, and it dries like almost instantly. So you can actually make it, if you have an alcohol marker, you can make it whatever color you want. And it's, today I must be very staticky because it's wanting to stick to me. Okay. Now, you know what I think I'm going to do? Actually, I'm going to put it through there. I wasn't sure which one of these tag topper punches I was going to use because this one's got kind of this slot hole in it, as where this one has just a round hole. But I kind of wanted to use this one today. I think I'm going to put it in there. Wow, you guys, you know why? Because I think my skin's really dry and the air must be really dry, but from washing my hands a gazillion times a day, I want to pull it up here, and if I can get it to not stick to me, I want to wrap another piece around there and tie a bow. If I can get it to not stick to me. We'll see. We'll see if I can accomplish that. I'm not positive I can, but I'm going to try. Oh my goodness. I have never had this before. Oh my gosh. There goes little Todd growling again. He thinks he hears noises. Who knows what he hears? Uh-huh. He's got a loud bark for somebody so little. Let me turn it around here. Oh my goodness. He thinks he's so tough, all 7 pounds of him. He doesn't look like he's 7 pounds, but that's what he was at his last little vet appointment. I think I'm getting it, you guys, but I'm not going to say that too confidently. Oh my gosh. Now I can't even see the end of my... Which one's the end? I don't know. Where's the end of my ribbon? Is it this one? No. Okay, this is a circus. I don't know. I don't know which one's the end. There it is. But what's the other end? Is it this one? Who knows? I'll just try to cut them all the same length and then we'll go with it that way. Oh, I bet that's it right there. Okay. Does that one need to be a little bit shorter maybe? Wow. That was a test. And what I do when I go to put cards in an envelope that has ribbon that sticks over is I just kind of lay them over like that, because I think typically they just come right back up to where they're supposed to be when you take them out. So happy spring. Cute. Now the other tag, I think I'm going to do with the, let me see, do I have Blushing Bride paper? I don't have all the colors, but I do have Blushing Bride. Yes, I do. Okay, so let me cut a tag with that real quick. And I can probably go ahead and make it the same size as that one, but I might make it a little bit shorter. That's what I did. I think I did that on my first card. Where'd my ruler go? Here it is. Okay, so this one I made 5 inches. I'm just going to do this one 4.5, I think is what I went. And bring in my punch. There we go. And then I need a piece of white again. And so I need to cut off about 1 inch there, it looks like. And this one's going to have Hello Beautiful on it. Hello Beautiful. Oh, I have got a mess on my desk. That's because I try to keep in this space so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, Hello Beautiful. And that again was from the Butterfly Gala, however you say it, set. What did I leave out over here? I left the Happy Spring out. I just kind of like to put things away as I go here. Okay. Hello Beautiful. But I put stripes on that one. No, I put the flowers. I just don't care for the stripes there, I don't think. Actually, I need to make sure I've got some coming on the edge over here because I don't want it sticking up. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to take that off yet. I just wanted to close this up. And I want this color, Crushed Curry. Okay. Okay, I'm getting nervous about that ribbon. And maybe if I put a little bit of lotion on my hands right before I get ready to do it. Maybe. Okay, so I think what I will do here is rather than putting them all around the flowers, I'm just going to put them around the Hello Beautiful. I don't like that there. Okay. Don't want it into the, I should have moved that one over there further. That's okay there, that's in a triangle. Okay. And then maybe I will do a little bit of Wink of Stella on these flowers here. And I realize you can't see it, but it just adds a little bit of that shimmer. Sorry, not meaning to be quiet. I get focusing on what I'm doing. Did I do that one? Yeah, I did. Okay. All right, you guys, wish me luck on the ribbon. I'm going to just rub a little bit of lotion here. And I put lotion on before I started, but okay. Maybe it's because I'm pulling it out from the plastic. I will go ahead and try to pull that off. And then maybe it won't do that. Where's my bone folder? Here we go. If I can get it off. Kind of like the idea of keeping it on there like that, but not if it's going to create that that static because that's no fun. So I will cut it and then I will attach it back with a piece of that stuff like I did on the other roll. Because that plastic is definitely staticky. Okay, it's definitely not feeling as staticky as it did the first time around, so it might have been a combination of the two things. My dry fingers or pulling it out from that with that plastic around it. So now you don't have to make tags to put in the pockets. You can fill those pockets with whatever you want to fill them with. Like I said, you can put candy, you could put in the bigger pocket, you could put flower seeds. You can put gift cards, you could put money, whatever kind of flat things you can imagine to put inside there, you can put in there. Depending on who you are planning on giving it to. Well, let's get this tightened up here, guys. Boy, this is being a stinker. Okay, we're going to go with that. I'm going to trim these off here. That is going to go in there. And I'm going to bring in my clear stones, I think, for the front here. And that worked out perfectly to give me an odd number, because that's what I like to have when it comes to embellishments. So there's that. For the inside, I want your friendship is a blessing. Okay, so there you have it. Maybe I'll cut that just a little bit shorter. So, double pocket card. And here's a couple more that I made. This one, I thought this turned out so cute, you guys. And I don't even have the stamp set that goes along with this. When you get this paper, let me show it to you. There's some of the patterns. This is called Country Club Designer Series paper, and it is in the spring mini, or the mini catalog. And there are stamps that go along with it, but, oh, that's what I meant to show you. So also on the back side of one of the papers, come out wherever you are these designs that you can color and cut out, and that's exactly what I did. So I colored it with blends. Now don't forget that on the back side then is this design, so I'll tell you what happened. I had it all done except for the sky. I had not put any color in the sky, and I thought, oh yeah, I need to put some color in the sky. So I went back in and scribbled that color, and when I did, all those bright colors from the back side showed through, and I thought, oh my word. Because after I scribbled the blue, I went in with the color blender to, you know, lighten those scribbles up and stuff and kind of blend it out, give it that cloudy looking sky. And here came the red and all those colors on the background, and I thought, oh my word, I just ruined my picture. And I was really happy with the way it had turned out. But when it dried, and then you couldn't see the colors. So I was so thankful. And so in my first pocket here, I made a round little card tag to put in there. And so I just used my round, I folded the card stock over, used a round die, but I didn't take it all the way. I took it over the edge so that it wouldn't cut that little thing, so I could have a fold. And I haven't stamped anything on the inside of it, but I ran it. I have a dot embossing folder in my stash, so I ran it through the embossing folder to give it that look of a golf ball. I just thought it turned out so cute. So that's what is in that pocket. And then in this pocket, I just folded a piece of cardstock over to create that little pocket there, rounded the corners, put some of the designer paper on it, and it's perfect to now stick a gift card in. So that is what I made for that one. And then inside, I've just got my paper to put a greeting, because I don't know what I want to use this for, if I want to use it for like a Father's Day card or a birthday card. So I can use it for either one of those. And then this one, you may have already seen. This was the first one I made from Jan's when she did her video, and I made it with that bee paper, which isn't available, but you might have it in your stash if you were able to get some. And I stamped the little bumblebees in there from, I didn't get the bee set, but what set did I get? One of the sets I got, oh, it was in Paper Pumpkin. I cut these from the paper and put Wink of Stella on the wings, so they're nice and shimmery. And then that little bee is from one of the paper pumpkin kits. And so were those flowers, and I just embossed them in gold. And then this one, for some reason, wants to catch up. And I put the little hive paper at the top and bottom there on that one. And so I thought that one turned out cute too. So it's a really fun card to make because you have all those different choices of what you can do with it. And I think it would be a fun card to receive for whoever you give it to. So I know this ran longer today, but I didn't have this card completely planned out, so that's why it took me a little bit longer. But thanks for joining me, you guys. I hope you will give this card a try. Again, I posted the picture of the directions here at the start of the video, and I will lay them here again. They're sideways, so if you screenshot this, you will have to flip it or whatever. But these are the instructions. You just want to make sure you keep that cut there on the left and have a go at making this card. Have a great weekend, you guys, and I will see you next week for another Friday Fun Day. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.